Okay, so here's the ammo we are shooting today. We're shooting, and this is all to check out the new Mark III 2245 Lite to satisfy the requirements of Ruger when I called them in. And look at this spinning right here, isn't this nice? So we shot CCI, not the mini mags, but the regular CCI, standard velocity. We're shooting the Federal, we're shooting these Centurions. We're shooting the Golden Bullets from Remington and the Thunderbolts from Remington, and also the Winchester 333s, which are all standard stuff. Some hollow points, some ball, but all good ammo. So the issue we were having was lots and lots of jams. The first week or two that I had it out, the first 3 or 4 times we took it out, it was jamming like crazy. Now Rich, come on a little closer, Rich, so you can hear, they can hear you. What now? The issue we were, I mean, it just was jamming like from the very first round. When I bought the gun, we had, you know, I saw nothing but good things about it, and I have the original Mark I, and so I just knew it was going to be a good gun. Well, it jammed like crazy from the get-go, and just took it out 2 or 3 times and had lots of jams no matter what ammo we used. I mean, it was ridiculous. Failure to feeds all over the place. So Rich brought it out, had the same issue, then took it home and did what?
What I did was went ahead and took the gold or the red dot off of it so I can get into the receiver a little bit easier. Got a Q-tip swab, put some car polish on it, and just buffed that feed ramp. It's got the feed ramp the same as a 1911. It's really a steep ramp for the bullets. A lot of times what happens
and
is
you put that on a drill?
I put it on a Q-tip and then put the Q-tip into the drill so I could spin it around, and just sat there for about 5 minutes just going at it, and then cleaned up all the excess polish that was spun off from it, and then I put some wax after that on it.
So here's the gun out here, Ruger22 Lite. Hopefully you can see it. Let me come around. So there is a 22 Lite. I have the what is it up to? The True Glow optic here, which is a red or green dot. True Glow. Okay. The gun itself, I really like it, and whatever Rich did, that polished it up. That did it.
Yep.
That took care of it because it's been running really good today. No issues at all. And here it is here. But the red dot is very cool. I mean, it's really it's very accurate. Although we got out here and didn't bring an Allen wrench, so we got to do a little fine tuning with it. But the gun itself, we've had very good luck with it so far today, and we've run all this ammunition, and that was the big thing. I called Ruger; they were very helpful. But their big issue was, well, you got to break it in. I had put maybe 150 rounds, 170 rounds through it, and a lot of them were jams. And after Rich took care of that, it has just been running really good. So next thing we're going to show is, you know, I got a couple mags loaded up, and we'll run them through there and give you a little quick demo on that. But there it is there, the gun itself, threaded barrel, which I showed earlier. Down the road, I intend to get a suppressor. However, that takes a little time. As we all know, as they say, it's running about 5 months. And there it is there. Threaded barrel. I like this gun because, as opposed to my 1911, which I love this gun too. Don't get me wrong, they're all very cool. I like them both. But I got them both there. But that's the issue. The issue with this one here was jams too on this guy. It shoots very well, but unless you can find CCI mini mags, which everybody knows are the best, at least for now, as far as off-the-shelf stuff, and they're hard to find. This runs flawless with CCI mini mags, but when you start using some of the other weaker ammunition, it tends to jam due to the slide, having to crank that whole thing back and forth. That's the issue we were having. Lots of jammings with this guy. I love it. Never going to get rid of it. I'm able to practice a lot with that for cheap, as opposed to my 45 1911. But I wanted something more reliable for a new bunny gun, for a new, you know, just a more higher tech kind of fun kind of, you know, plinker out there that's still inexpensive to shoot. And yeah, it's a good time. Let's face it. That's why we're all here. So there it is. A red dot, green dot. Let's see what it shoots. Let's see how it reacts from shooting. Alright, so first of all, you hear all the shooting going on. No, this is not Afghanistan. It may look like it out here. It's actually the desert where we shoot. We're in a different spot. in the same area but a different lane than we used to shoot in. A lot of shooters today. Today is Veterans Day, so happy Veterans Day to all you veterans out there, of which I are one, and we appreciate your service and all that good stuff. Veterans Day 2014. So, new gun, Ruger22 Lite. The other thing they talk about is you really got to jam that magazine up in there really good. That's important. Jam it up in there far. And let's see how we do. Yeah, it's running really good. No complaints at all. Now, I've probably run 200 rounds through it so far today, and that's what they were saying. Break it in, do the polish the ramp, break it in a little bit, and then they run really good. You shouldn't have to. To me, in my opinion, it's a load of crap. You should have to polish the ramp. It ought to come real nice like that, but, you know, rather than send it back to Ruger, Rich was able to take care of it for me. These red dots will make anybody look like a Judd stud. It's pretty impressive. I love the technology on them. You know, the red dot sight on there, it doesn't slide back because the slide doesn't, it's got just a little part here, the bolt that actually comes back. There's no moving thing, so when you get like on a 45 with a red dot, that slide comes back. It's a lot of violent action on it. This one, it never moves, so the red dot stays secure. It doesn't get beat up. The True Glow is a good one. I bought originally when I got the gun. I put a different one on there, a little cheaper. It was 60 bucks, and it had all kinds of problems. It would shut off every 4 or 5 rounds. It was terrible. So I invested a little bit more in the True Glow, and I'm finding that's the story with everything. You spend a little bit more, like the camera you're watching now. You spend a little bit more, and they tend to work. So from the range, from out here in the desert, there it is, the Ruger Mark III 2245 Lite, and the 45 part really does have that feel of the 45. When you hold them together, it has the same angle, so you really can practice good with them. I mean, you really can. They're both very sweet, and then my other 45 sitting back there in the back of the truck. But that's the issue: the angle, the grip. You can even put 45 grips. I could take my Army grips off this guy and put them on here, and they would fit. So it's a little adjustment you got to make, but still very good. The actual weight on this is amazing how light it is when you actually get in the field and use it, compared to like this heavy monster here. Here's a Ruger. This is what, the Ruger Mark III Hunter. So you can see the angle's a little bit different. Hold on. You can see their angle's a little bit different. This is the original one, like the original Mark III, where this 45 has the same handle feel, you know, the grip feel as a 45, as a 1911. So both are really good. They've even grooved it out a little bit. What do they call that?
Huh? Fluting.
Fluting. They fluted the barrel, but this baby's definitely heavy. Definitely heavy. But it's accurate as could be. Very accurate for, you know, 22s. They're just a lot of fun. Very cheap to shoot, you know. I bought a 1,000 rounder at Walmart last week or a few weeks ago for 50 bucks. So that's 5 cents a round. That's the right price. So that's it. Okay, so from out here in the desert, northeast of Phoenix, east of Scottsdale, way out here in the middle of nowhere, not too far from town though. Tony and Rich from AZ Gun Guys, having a good time. Happy Veterans Day to you guys, and remember, give us a like, subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it. We're growing every day. We're up to quite a few now, or we're getting there anyway. In the meantime, thanks a lot. Have a terrific day. Bye-bye.